deck with his look at elves. So read those if you are interested in either of those decks.
Yep. Number of people, experts on these Legacy decks. And that's one of the things. One of the nice things about Legacy is that some of these decks have been around for so many years that there's some really great sources of knowledge about them for people who are looking to get into it. Because a lot of these decks have been worked on for the last several years.
Absolutely.
Many years.
I know. I was sitting on my porch with some Magic players for the Star City Games Madison Open, and one of them just had with him a 40-page document that was all discussing Doomsday piles. Different Doomsday piles for every situation.
That's awesome.
Just sitting, having a drink, and reading Doomsday piles.
Hey baby, do you want to come over to my place and read some Doomsday piles?
Chris Anderson wins 2-1 versus Deshaun Baylock with Maverick. That means a Elves player has advanced.
An Elves player in the top 4? That's not exactly what our Bobby wanted to see.
And it sounds as though he's going to be facing off against Caleb Durward, his friend, with Elves.
That ensures an Elf Mirror match in the finals. I mean, an Elf Mirror match to see who reaches the finals.
That's right.
And with an Elf deck in the finals, it's going to be real hard for I guess the land deck does have the tools, though. He's got the explosives and the... But first, he's going to have to get through the winner of this Dredge and Rug Delver match.
Right now, our top 4 is 2 Elves deck, a Lands deck, and the winner of this match.
Let's go, Dredge!
I also, and this is not a set of words you'll hear from me very often, am rooting for Dredge here.
Dude, how can you not? Dredge is one of the good guys.
I love watching Rug Delver Mirrors. I think it's a really interesting chess match, but I really don't like the deck.
Dude, all I know is that I'm rooting for Dredge, Hypergenesis, let's see, Storm Combo, and anybody with Grizzlebrand.
Okay,
Elves
and we have to
too.
start.
I'll vote for Elves.
Undiscovered Paradise, Faithless Looting.
As long as you can legitimately tell me that you can win on the second turn, you're all right by me.
What if it's the third turn? Is that too slow?
No, you have to be able to Goldfish turn 2 against some people.
Force of Will. This is a very good thing from Jeremy. Stopping the first outlet. It's possible Justin is out of outlets. Sometimes there's only one.
Dude, I love the format involves... I know, I'm going to pitch 2 cards because I can't let you discard 2 cards. So, Justin Haas, Undiscovered Paradise, gives him a small amount of mana, but his deck's, doesn't really have a high curve. It's going to be a while before he can flash back the looting. Tormod's Crypt. This is exactly what Jeremy wanted to do. I mean, Force of Will is a very underrated source of interaction with these Dredge decks, because it's not like Vintage where they can just use Bazaar and never cast any spells. The Force of Will hitting the looting might have slowed Justin down, although we'll see. Does he have another? Is this another outlet? I have no idea what that foil is. Whatever it is, Spell Pierced. What is that card that just got Spell Pierced? It's
I'm not quite sure.
Is that Cabal Therapy? No.
I can't tell. It's a foil something.
Foil, so it's probably, if it's Wizards of the Coast, it's probably Cabal Therapy, because what kind of there's no way Wizards would make an altered art version of like Stinkweed Imp or something, right? Alright, City of Brass. This means Justin Haas committing to slowly working up to having enough mana to actually Faithless Looting someday. Delver of Secrets putting a fast clock on him. This is exactly what Jeremy needs to be doing. He's got Tormod's Crypt, which is basically a double time walk later. It's a 0 mana time stretch. He's had 0 mana counter interaction.
Graveborn Cabal Therapy. Wow. Thank you to our director who knows all of the art.
Brainstorm? He's just looking for more interaction. So, he's being very deliberate. This is a very impressive showing from the Rug Delver deck. It's interesting that he still has Lightning Bolt in, but I guess he just doesn't have anything better to put in. But maybe Lightning Bolt for a little extra reach, but potentially, creature removal is something. It's also not to be underestimated that you can Lightning Bolt your own guy to get rid of the bridges. Matt Place was telling me a story about a game he saw where some kid was trying to explain to somebody else how to play Magic, just teaching him how to play Magic a little while ago. And And he's like, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. But he's trying to teach him with a dredge deck. Can you imagine trying to teach somebody how to play Magic with a dredge deck? And he's like, yeah, the guy, he's like, oh, no, you should have done this, you should have done this. You see, you're supposed to kill your own guy, so then you get rid of my bridge from belows. Dude, what a do you think there's any way in the world that kid wanted to play Magic next week if you taught him how to play from a dredge deck? And then you're like making fun of him because he didn't see to kill his own guy with his own cards? So, jeez. All right, so the insect comes in once again. Justin on a clock. Man, Wasteland too, trying to keep him below that critical 3 mana he needs, because Justin has to find a way to get his cards into the graveyard to start dredging.
Look at those lands. Blast from the past there. Wow. Gemstone Mine, Undiscovered Paradise. I
would say they don't make lands like that anymore, but the Vivid lands weren't around too long ago, and the Vivid lands are definitely in the same league, power level wise, I think.
Just seeing those 2 lands, I just love that just era of Magic, that moment in time. There were a lot of 5-color decks being played around that time, of all kinds of varieties.
What I love is seeing a 5th edition City of Brass. You might ask me, how do I know that's a 5th edition City of Brass?
Because it's ugly.
No, because I top-aided the Pro Tour that was 5th Visions with the City of Brass.
Awesome.
And for years, I always used that City of Brass that was stamped. It had that artwork, and it was hideous.
Delver comes on in, 3 more damage. That insect is doing some damage here. This game is going to be over pretty shortly.
Dude, this is an excellent showing from this Rug Delver deck.
11 to 19.
Man, he still has the Tormod's Crypt, which is a virtual it's a virtual time stretch waiting. Wow, Jeremy Stowe is going to meet an elf deck in the, no, not yet, no. Jeremy Stowe is going to go on to face lands. Wow. At least he has Tormod's Crypt, which is some amount of interaction. What else does he have? Surgical Extraction's a big game, too. Life from the Loam isn't terrible. Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle's a real card. He can name Wasteland. He can name Rashad Import. Yeah, he's got some tools. It's gonna be tough. But he's got a Scavenging Ooze too. It's gonna be, and Force Will. It's gonna be tough, but he's got the tools. I think that match could go either way, and then they're gonna meet Elves in the finals. Now, of course, this is Dredge. I don't want to, underestimate it. For all I know, Justin might make 40 zombies next turn.
Tropical Island, my favorite dual land, and the Delver, now an Insectile Aberration. When to pull the trigger of the Crypt. Oof. He says go.
I'm with him. In this case, you've got him on such a short clock, you might as well wait.
Dredge.
Too many things can go wrong if you blow the Crypt now.
Troll. I didn't see anything else. Is that a Narcomoeba? I was thinking about the trigger there. Trigger happens.
Wow. See,
is that the response to the trigger? There you go. There you go. I was hoping that. I was like, wow, that looks like it's in play. In hand, Justin Haas has the Imp that he just returned with the Dredge.
Now, what's interesting is the Stinkweed Imp can come down and block and lock up the board, but Jeremy has 2 Lightning Bolts in his hand.
And down to 6 life from the Cephalid Coliseum, down to 1. Oh my goodness!
Now Jeremy doesn't have any red mana, right?
If not in his hand, I don't think. If he does, it's dead.
Right. This is a tight one. Justin Haas, he's out from under the Tormod's Crypt though.
It's going to be in the next turn or 2 that we see the end of this game. Down to
Justin Haas on
down
the
to 3.
Turn clock. He's got to dredge and get back the Stinkweed Imp. No, he can't because he doesn't have the. Wow. Why not just play the Stinkweed Imp? You have to try to. Wow. Well, maybe he has another Stinkweed Imp. Otherwise, he's going to be dead on the next attack.
Well, I mean, he does have the. No, he has nothing. You're right. We both went to the same place. Yep. Oh, he's got 7 cards. No, he does not. He cannot use the Coliseum.
Nope. And I think. About to see, he wants to make sure there's nothing he's missing. This might be all she wrote for Justin Haas and his Dredge deck. Sometimes the heroes die.
Dredge being portrayed as the hero.
Dude, have you ever read Paradise Lost?
I have. Though it's funny, the most I've ever heard Paradise Lost quoted Well, it's in Star Trek: The Original Series in the the episode where we meet Khan.
Justin Haas looks like he's gonna do something.
Is this
Down
gonna
to
be
2.
another imp? Oh,
another
he has
imp.
one.
Force of Will.
And
this is the
Force
game.
of Will, and
Jeremy
that's
Stowe,
it.
And that's the shake.
Okay.
Jeremy Stowe defeats Justin Haas 2-1 with Rug Delver versus Dredge.
Now we have a